Okay, hello and welcome to Clanfolk, Colquhoun Rises Part 6, where we're in the depth of winter. Currently we're doing alright, we've got plenty of food, so I think we should be able to see out the winter. It's more just to see if we have enough of our resources to continue building and make sure people are fairly happy. Doing pretty well with our number of animals. As you can see, we've got plenty of chicks, probably a bit too many to be perfectly honest. We could probably do with slaughtering some of these guys. The one bad thing about keeping your rooster with all your chickens is all the eggs get fertilized, but hey ho. Eat them quick enough, then you don't have to worry about little chooks inside. Guest seems to be doing okay as well. We should get at least some reputation, and as well we're getting a little bit of money from this, which is good because we're currently a little bit low on coins, so we're kind of waiting for a trader to come around. One thing we do quite desperately need as well is we do need a little barn. Currently this area is okay for our current number of animals, but I'd quite like to get like a big barn set up. Potentially over here, so it's quite a bit further away from the peat bog. But it's still close enough that our little chooks and our pigs and that can live there and be alright. Ah, there we go, dried berries. Interesting. Let's get some dry berries if we can. Currently we don't have any berries because we haven't found any. I mean, it is the depths of winter, there's not really going to be any berries about. So, got a little straw doll as well for a little fun toy for children. It's quite funny how, well not funny, but certainly when it comes to sort of like Scotland and Ireland, how much straw kind of played a part in the kind of like, I wouldn't even say pre-industrial, even during the Industrial Revolution, it's still very much straw-based economies in rural time. More so than Ireland and Scotland, to be fair. Scotland has more trees. Although up the north you kind of find that a little bit more, must be said. Okay, so we're doing alright in terms of water, though we do need a little bit more for this bathtub, so we might actually say, hey, let's get ourselves some more water jugs actually, and you know what, just keep this round and then we'll wait until tomorrow. There we go. Perfect. And then that should just keep on going. We've actually even got a toy box now, fantastic. Don't know where we're going to put that. As it stands, we're ready to go. Got our wee kitten there. Very nice. And the main thing is getting this other bedroom up. So we might move the peat stove over here for just now and then build another one when we get a wee chance. That should be good enough. Probably want to actually like put some flooring down in this area over here as well, but we'll worry about that in a bit. We haven't even put flooring in this area anyway. So I don't think we have to worry about it too much. That's the main thing. But lots of animals going about, very smelly. Not the nicest place to hang about in, must be said. If we can get this compost bit up as well, that'd be good. But we just got an awful lot of tasks that we're doing, just having to haul things about. We've got plenty of these dry hides, which is nice. And potentially think about making out some more leather clothes when somebody gets around to making those fur hats. Yeah, sorry, fur, not leather. Slip of the tongue. Although we could potentially think about starting to tan some more stuff in the future. But as it stands just now, I think we'll just carry on as we were. Yeah, it's not a very nice place in here. It just probably smells absolutely awful. We do need to get rid of some of these chicks, which I was saying we do. How is our rooster doing? He is actually nearly elderly, so you know what? We are going to slaughter him. We are going to slaughter the male chicks just to get rid of them. And do we want to keep the hens? This hen's pretty old. Yeah, I think, you know what, we'll just slaughter you as well. Gives us plenty of meat when people get around to it. Gives us more pluck as well from the pullet. So we can start making more things to eat as well. Our hay trough is out, so we do potentially need to think about getting more hay in the future. And our rooster's being slaughtered as well. That will mean that we'll actually collect up some more unfertilized eggs, which is also pretty nice. But overall things seem to be going pretty well. We've got a dead stag over here. Should probably butcher that, but we'll worry about that later on. Main thing is we're kind of getting more jobs done. People are quite happy. And overall things are going pretty well. Can't complain. We've got 9 days of food. Like, you know, we're halfway through winter. It is very chilly outside, as you can see. It's nearly minus 20. So people aren't really getting much done before they are dreadfully, dreadfully cold. One of our piglets is on death's door because it is diseased. We shame. You know what? We might just slaughter it. That is a shame. I did kind of hope we could get more of these piglets out, but I mean, we got a fair number of piglets. How's our boar doing? He's not too bad. And our sow, yeah, she's still fairly young, so we're all right. And we've obviously got our little kitten here who's just trying to stay warm in the bed, as they do. Not sure what we want to do with this baby basket. We could break that down for some more twine, which honestly couldn't be a bad idea, but you never know when there might be another baby. But if we check Anis, just like that, you know, another baby on the way. These things happen. Still, it's probably good. Expand out our clan a little bit more. People doing over here, they're just eating at these hay seeds. Yeah, I mean, we're not really storing any of our seeds over here, which is a bit annoying. In our little seed shelf. Although I wonder if they're probably more actually going to be stored in a grain pallet rather than a seed shelf. That's probably where I've gone wrong. So let's break that down. We'll get ourselves a grain pallet and we'll store the grains there. That'll make more sense. One of our other piglets is on death's door. You know what? We're just going to have to slaughter you as well. They're diseased. We're already having space issues. We've got too many animals at the moment until we get this barn done. But we need to get this first. Get this house done. We need to get plenty of other things done. These dry hides, unfortunately, out in the rain. We're not hauling them in. We've still got plenty of peat, at least. Yep. See you later, Simon. We did end up missing you, but that's okay. No, haven't got too much money. It would have been maybe nice to get another guest in just for the night, but you know what? It's fine. One thing we could do in terms of sign is we could get a job board just to get more people in. I mean, we don't really have the money for them, is the issue. If we could guarantee that we're going to constantly get guests, we could maybe do it, or if we manage to sell something to a trader. Getting a job board up just so we can hire somebody just to come in and just help us out. We could have them just clean, we could have them just haul, and that would really speed things up. But never mind, it's day 27. Things are going pretty nicely. Must be said. I mean, as far as moods go, like Arthur, he's pretty happy. I say pretty happy, he's average, but that's alright, given how things could be going. Anis is actually in a pretty decent mood. Hutchinson, he's alright. Christian, alright. Elsbat, it's alright. Everybody's not unhappy, which is the main thing. People are cold. It's no surprise, because with the wind chill, it's minus 24 degrees Celsius. That's what it feels like. Practically having the long dark out here at the moment. But to be expected, we are in the depth of winter. But we should hopefully be getting around the corner soon enough, and then things will start to warm up. Now, I would have thought we would be making more of these water jugs, which would be good because it means that people can have a little bath, get themselves a little bit cleaned up, make themselves a little bit happier. Sure, we'll get around to that when we can. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of stone for this little farm here, this kind of higgledy-piggledy farm. We might end up actually putting a little gate over here. That could be quite nice. Another way to get into the sort of peat bog area. The main issue that we have is we are obviously surrounded by these peat bogs. So there's not that much buildable land. So I think we have to kind of build our barn over here. And then potentially use this kind of like this area over here for growing hay and such. Hey, I'm not too worried about keeping within kind of like a field. We can just kind of plant that on the ground. Speaking of traders, let's have a little look. So you will sell us stones, which we are currently running a little bit low on, and it does mean we don't have to harvest them ourselves. I think we're going to sell... Yeah, we'll sell one of our chooks. We can sell some of our hide. We've got plenty of hide. We could sell some logs. Logs make a good way of getting money, because we can always chop down trees pretty easily, and just like that we made a bunch of money. So let's buy up these stones. Don't think we need any more food. I think we're okay. Yeah, gets rid of one of our animals. Means that we are using up some of those hides so they're not all going to waste. And then we're getting a little bit of stuff back as well. Good stuff. And just like that, we got plenty of money, so maybe we will actually get ourselves a wee job board. We even get a messenger post to attract events. Also a possibility. We'll just put that there. We'll maybe get a wee messenger post as well. People get around to building that when they get a second. I'm a little bit low on things like iron ore, but that's mostly because I don't want to send people out into the sort of these areas over here for the peat, try and get the peat bog iron. It's far to go. People are just going to get cold before they're able to really do anything of use. Making some cooked eggs, which is good. Now that we don't have an adult rooster, they'll be doing that. Speaking of our adult rooster, how's our bullet doing? Yeah, okay. He's getting there. He'll be an adult soon enough, probably by the end of winter, which is probably a good time. We can get some chicks fattened up so we can slaughter them for the next winter. Animals a little bit hungry, which isn't great, but I'm sure we'll get around it. Main thing is that we're getting this area still ready to go, although we're doing a lot more crafting and such than we are anything else. We're doing some mining as well over here. Yeah, just grabbing up this iron. Very good. We can bring that on back. Now that Christian is actually starting to do some work, it's quite nice. She is very, very cold. It's probably because she doesn't have the best clothes. She does at least have a fur tunic, but I mean, having these sackcloth bottoms and a skirt isn't as great as it could be. Obviously got our wee nanny goat as well. I wonder, have we built ourselves a wee pail? No, we should definitely build ourselves a milking bucket when we get a second. We should have the iron and the planks for that. If we don't, we can always make some. Yeah, and that way we can get some milk from our little goat, which you can't complain about. Or she is making milk, seeing as it doesn't seem like she... But then again, we did buy her, so as long as we keep doing that, that'll be fine. Rapidly, this little shack is gone from crafting area to not being quite big enough for our tastes, but once we move the animals out, we can maybe change this into more of like a kitchen area, and have this as more of a crafting area. We can move this kitchen out over into here, and then we can make some things for making bread and churning up the butter and such. We're just going to work on getting things built. The task list isn't going down, unfortunately, but you know, that's just because people are quite busy. It would be nice if they actually cleaned up inside the bathroom. That blood is still there, which is a little bit awkward. You know what, actually, we're going to make this top priority. There we go. Right, let's get ourselves a grain storage, because that is the correct thing to build there. There we are, grain pallet. So we'll build that there. We do require some sacks, so we will need to get ourselves a sack. So make sure that we have, and that's probably actually why we're not building the fertilizer. Make sure we have 5 of these. Maybe raise the priority on this, because we do want to get more clothing. People will do some more stuff once we do that. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So we've actually managed to get our compost done. Good stuff. We can also make ourselves some manure baskets, which we will do, so we can potentially clean up this indoor area so it doesn't smell quite as bad. Does obviously add to the task list, but we're getting there. We will get there. Kiln's working away. We've got a couple more chamber. Maybe do 2 more chamber pots, actually. Let's just get 2 more. Just keep the toilet functioning. People will not be happy if the toilet isn't functioning, especially now that we're going to be getting rid of this area here. Speaking of which, we can demolish this poop hole, and let's actually expand out this area here. So we'll demolish our walls and keep everything inside here. And it means that we can get more storage area for our stuff that is here, including actually adding in a storage for our ice jugs, which is the whole reason we've kind of built this little pantry area. Could maybe move it up over to here, but we've got it here just now, so we might as well use it. And we'll put these high priority, so when people are ready tomorrow, we can get that done. Abigail, you are wanting a room and a bed, so we'll give you one. I don't actually think we've got enough beds at the moment, unfortunately. But if we just go down here and we say, hey, let's just put a wee sleeping zone. Oh, we can't because of the rat. Yeah, we'll just pop. Oh no, we have got one there, but we'll get another one. She's nicked somebody's bed. Poor Christian is just lying on the floor. Not ideal, but could be worse. And a little midnight drink, old Hutchinson. But he'll continue doing that. Wee doggo over here as well. And our little cat. Cute little cat. But yes, day 28. Things are going pretty well. Again, food stocks looking great. We should be able to wave out the rest of winter and early spring, because it will be a while before food starts to really grow again. So yeah, I think we're doing a-okay. Still, things are cold still. The wind chill is about 15 degrees Celsius, but the sun isn't up completely yet. So it's not surprising that it's still a little bit cold. And not only that, but it's not too bad. Okay, so this area over here hasn't actually got a roof. So let's make sure. What kind of roof do we have here? It's just thatch roofs. You know what? We've got plenty of straw. We'll just get some more sort of straw roofs over here. We could get rid of this door as well. Replace that with a wall. It's just a peat wall at the moment. So yeah, we could potentially think about... I mean, we're already opening this up, so let's raise the priority, make this very important. There we go, perfect. And then build this peat wall over here. We'll make that very high priority. And then we can expand this out. So what we want to do is we want to get ourselves a jug pallet. We'll go on to more on that in a little bit. But we've got ourselves our food bits here. We could get some pantry shelves in here. So we got our meat rack. Could build another serving basket. This one's pretty full up. I think we should be okay. We don't need a textile shelf. Could get a dish rack in here so we can store our dishes, but probably better idea to just put them closer. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a pantry shelf would be an idea. We'll just stick them over here, like so. So with over here, we're going to want to say, hey, just store empty buckets. And do we even want to store milking buckets? No, let's just store ice jugs in here. The whole point is we'll keep the ice jugs in here, and this will keep this entire room pretty cool. Which is going to be good, because it'll mean that our various vegetables and our meats and such will stay fresh for far longer than they otherwise would do. I think that's actually our compost bin starting to work, which is good. Yeah, as you can see, we've got our full chamber pot. No option to burn that stuff yet. Ah, cool. Berries. Buy some berries. Get some berry bushes. Didn't actually even really collect that many berries, it must be said, but that's all good. Got our wee piglets over here. Could sell more of our chickens, but I'm actually quite happy with the number of chickens. Our rooster has come of age. This one, you know what, I'm quite liking having all the eggs. We'll just sell you that rooster for just now. Hopefully we won't have any kind of horrific tragedy with our male rooster where it dies. Otherwise we'll just have to buy another one. But yeah, I think that's good for just now. Get plenty of stuff done. Taskless as ever. Never going down. But it will do at some point. Main thing is we get these sort of things built. Make sure we got our sacks, which just aren't being built really because of our requirement for these fur hats. Wonder if it's because of... No, the priority is the same on them. It's just people don't like tailoring, apparently. Who would have thought? Could build ourselves some rushlight kits. We don't have any yet. If we get 2 of them, put them down. Still need more bog iron, unfortunately. But we haven't really got the time to do it. We've still got more things we need to do around home. No point as well, just while movement speed's so bad on the snow. You can see here the difference. So with the snow, the movement speed on this tile is 0.67. Whereas this bit undercovered, because it's got the gravel as well, movement speed is actually 1.25. So people will move much faster on this area here. We could roof this whole area up, but I don't think that's required. People can just move a little bit slower as they kind of move to the various outbuildings. Not so happy this rat tallow is there. This rat trap, I maybe actually even want to build up this little rat trap inside here. Seeing as this kind of cooking area. Put that there. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so we've managed to get some stuff for doing some washes, so we could get some ash and some bark washes in order to create some leather. We've got our pet water bowl, which we probably should put inside somewhere. But we'll worry about it in a bit. We've got our dishwasher for dirty dishes and our butter churn as well. There we go, yeah, our hide scraper is done. Still waiting to clear out this wool. And that should be fine. Run out of nails. Which is surprising. Or we're lacking nails, it's saying. Oh yeah, the pantry shelves require 50. You know what? Let's actually just say, hey, somebody make these nails for us when you get a second. That would be good. And then we can build up this pantry shelf. Get it all sorted out and good to go. Other than that, things are obviously moving a bit slower during winter. Probably not helped by the fact that we're still mining this bit out here, but we're nearly done. So we can continue getting our iron levels up. Yeah, it's more just this thatch roof that's taking us a little bit of a while. But not to worry, not to worry. It's a little bit more stuff to do. And then things will be better. And then obviously once things get to spring, when things actually get above freezing and the snow stops falling, starts to melt, people will move much faster and we'll be able to get a lot more done. And we can be a bit more happier about that. The pigs, unfortunately, kind of screaming about the fact, hey, there's fire and sparks coming out of the fireplace. We're not quite sure if we enjoy that. Yeah, livestock are starving. That's because we don't have enough of our food left, unfortunately. But we will try and get round to that when we get a second. Out of all of our people, who is the most likely to enjoy doing some tailoring? Anas is alright at it. Actually, Arthur is surprisingly good at making clothes. He does enjoy it, which is the main thing. Anybody else who's slightly better? Hutchinson is a pretty good... Christian... You know, Christian, you actually really... You're going to become a very good cleaner. So you know what? We'll just get you to clean for just now, if you don't mind. Make that top of your priority. Actually, we'll do doctor or baby care, because that's more important. And maybe even repair more than that. But if we can just get you to clean up the place, that should get rid of a lot of these tasks around. Same with hauling, but Hutchinson's doing a lot of hauling. He's getting a lot of experience. He's able to move things around pretty well, which is good. Okay, we do need to make sure that we're building up this more chamber pots. Should have 4 of them, so people should be able to use them. And another day, another night and day gone through. I don't like this fox. This fox needs to go. Ah, good boy. Good boy, little doggo. You see that? He just took that vixen out. There we go. People get to work on that. He just absolutely destroyed that fox. Which is good. We don't want that fox getting near our chickens. We had a friend of ours whose chickens were unfortunately... killed by fox that managed to get into their coop. And I had enough stories from my granny who had similar issues. Must be said. Only one of her chickens that she sewed the wing back on, if you believe that. Sounds a bit far-fetched, I know, but she did love those chickens. Ah, good. We got some traders coming in. What you got for us? Ah, perfect. Some flax, some hay. Perfect. We can get some of those broad beans. We might as well. Is there anything we could sell to get a little bit more money? We could sell some of our bark. We do have an awful lot of it, but we're going to use that probably to make some leather clothes in the future. We could sell a bunch of our clay bricks and our clay tiles. We're not really using them at the moment. The kiln isn't that labor intensive, so you know what? Yeah, we're going to sell 50 a pop. That'll keep our money looking pretty good. Don't think we want to buy any of this heather. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, let's just get you to leave. Simon, you're coming back as well. What have you got for us? You got more stones? I can play with stones, although we do have quite a high inventory of them. And the heather and the blue belt, you're not really bringing us anything useful, so yeah, unfortunately you're going to have to leave as well. But never mind. Hopefully the traders can bring us something better in a bit. Our funds are looking far better, which is great. You'd love to see that. How are we doing with our jugs? Jugs looking pretty good, although we're taking quite a few of them in order to get them melted out. And actually the outside temperature's getting a little bit better. It's teetering just above freezing, which is good. Hopefully that'll mean slightly less snowfall in the coming days. I mean that we're actually able to do a little bit more stuff. We've got a wee pet tomb here. I mean, nothing's happened to either of our pets, so that is good. But you never know what's going to happen. Same with our tombs over here. Maybe we'll even mine out, give them a dwarven tomb just so kind of in the mountain. That could be quite nice. A little bit dwarf fortressy, but you know, you can take the dwarf fortress out of the game, but you can't take the dwarf fortress out of the man. That's what they say. Someone says, I'm sure. Now, with the thresher, do we want to potentially bring that inside? Could be an idea, because obviously people are still working on it, and they are getting cold. It shouldn't be so much of an issue now we're coming into spring, but you never know if people will still be getting a wee bit cold. But otherwise people are quite happy. We've still got our bow. Could hunt some beaver. But we've got 12 days worth of food. I don't think we have to worry about it for just now. What we do need to worry about is our lack of logs. So let's make sure that we're going to clear out some of these trees. Keep them away from the house. Especially these ones kind of around the back here and these ones over here. Let's just clear those out. Get some logs so we can make sure we got enough branches. We are actually surprisingly low on branches as well. It's probably because we also use up quite a few planks in making all the various bits. Especially these pantry shelves that will have taken up quite a lot of our stockpile. But you can see here, these pantry shelves, fantastic to store more food. We do actually need more logs for over here as well, which is surprising. Probably don't have enough sacks either. How many sacks do we have? None. And that's because we're still waiting for somebody to make that fur hat, which I think was actually what we were thinking of who we could get to do that. Maybe we get Arthur to do that because we don't need to do that much stuff with clothes, and he does like it quite a lot. So you know what, before you do gathering or harvesting, why don't you actually start doing some more clothes crafting? People are cold, we haven't got the best clothes. I could do with having a little bit more of that kind of stuff. And we got plenty of this leather. I don't want this, oh not leather, sorry, the hides that are still dry. I don't really want to make them go to waste if we can at all help it. We're doing even some building, it seems, or he wants to get around to doing the clothes. Like that. Still not a problem. It means that we've got a job board here, so we can hire people to do some jobs for us. Hopefully lessen the workload on our people here, even though we have all 5 of our guys working. The baby has obviously grown up. The Christian, she's doing her wee best, but she's not the best worker. Doesn't have very many skills. But fair play to her, she's out there chopping down trees. Not bad, not bad. Start them young. And they can help out more than you think. Now, we've only got this evening here and one more day of winter, and we've actually successfully managed to get our way all the way through the first year, which will be great. Still, we've got spring to contend with, which will be, or at least the start of spring to contend with, which will be a little bit of a problem. Just purely because still there'll be no food that have been grown. I mean, we can pretty much get through all the way through spring as it stands with our food resources, but it's more the animals that I'm worrying about. Because obviously we're out of our kind of rain, we're out of our hay. You know, it's going to be a while until these kind of things start to grow back up. We'll see what we can grow over here with our little tilled soil bit over here. I'm not quite sure what we're going to plant, or what even that we have the seeds for. That's the other thing, we're probably going to need to import some seeds, seeing as we've probably used all of them for our wee animals. Yeah, we managed to get some dried berries, which is nice. Dry them out in the peat stove. Peat stove keeping everybody nice and warm, which is good. Keeping that lit, keeping everything going. Still waiting for this building to be built, but I'm sure we'll get there soon enough. We've got a lot of jobs to do as it stands. A lot of hauling jobs. Obviously we're still going to make our clothes, still going to do a lot of building. Once we get the building done, then we also got to repair all these things here just to make sure that they're still working. But once we manage to get all these jobs done, then we should be looking a little bit better. We chooks roaming about in the middle of the night, and that's why a barn would be quite nice if we could even just get like a little kind of paddock area we could put them in. We can grow hay there. But that could be an idea if we build a little barn here, and then we could have a little paddock out here where we're growing them the hay, so they can at least eat during the spring and the summertime and kind of come out. We can also just lock them in to make sure that they can't get out. Mostly just keep them safe from animals, if at all possible. What are you doing, Weesu? Weesu? Sow. So, she's just sitting there. She's pregnant again, which is good. More little piglets will come soon enough. Speaking of which, juvenile. So, could think about slaughtering some of these pigs when we get a wee second. Little nanny goat as well. Plenty of milk. Haven't made any butter with it yet, but we can think about it when we get a wee second. Last day of winter, the morning of, which is good. Definitely making our way through. Wonder if we should maybe make those little corner tables instead, but as of just now I think they're okay. Can we make ourselves a wee straw mat? We could make ourselves a wee straw mat. Even make a straw rug kind of over the bed, but not sure. We've got some job seekers, which is good. Let's have a little look. So we've got David and Ian. Ewan, probably more like. Out of you two, who's the more useful? You enjoy cooking, you're pretty good at clothes making. You are a very good crafter though, and you love cutting down trees. Intimidation skills maybe not the best. You really like cleaning. Now, how much are you to hire a day? You're 33, you're 51. I mean, purely out of just necessity, I think we'll hire David for a day. I'll tell you to jog on. And what you got for us? Hey, a female puppy. Nice. And a lamb. We've already got a ram, so at least I'm pretty sure we've got a ram. Let's get ourselves a wee puppy. Sounds like a good idea to me. Don't have any kale. I think we can actually sell some of our peat bricks for just now. We'll sell off some of our bark. Obviously, we will be using that for our hides, but I want to keep the money up. Let's just double check. Do we actually have any male sheep? We do not. No, because we lost it. So yes, let's buy ourselves a male ram. Or sorry, a male lamb. A lamb ram. Although I don't actually know if male lambs are called rams. I don't think they are. I think that's after they become mature. But I have forgotten. Terrible thing to admit, but it is very true. Now, speaking of David, how you doing? You're just chopping down trees, loving life. Let's actually make it so that you're more likely to clean because you have very good experience cleaning. You'll be very quick. You do also like gathering, and we'll also tell you, hey, maybe let's get the clothing done as well. Yes, you'll be retting stuff there. Ah, perfect. Finally, somebody getting on the tailor bench. Knew there's a reason we're bringing you in. It's good. McLaren as well, so we should be getting some additional reputation with him, depending on how much he likes us. At the end of it, how satisfied he is. Good. Perfect. We're going to manage to get our sacks done, so we can get our composting done just in time for the snows to start abating as well. Beautiful. I have to start planting up some crops. I have to think about tilling the soil over here as well. We really want to clear this out of trees too, so let's start thinking about that. Might as well while I got a wee second. There we go. Chop all these trees down, get this area ready to go, get it connected up as well with a little stone path. And things are looking pretty nice. Maybe even kind of expand this area out here. We can probably build another outbuilding, get rid of this rabbit hole for just now. I mean, I know we get snares up, but we can always just transfer them to some other area when we get a moment just to catch some more rabbits. Arthur building away. Fantastic. There we go. Getting the job done. Our peat reserves, because we sold them all, are looking a little bit sparse, but now the temperature's improving, I'm feeling a bit more comfortable at sending people out to harvest a little bit more peat. There we go. Good stuff, although you guys maybe not do it quite like that. Let's make sure we're harvesting 100% only. There's no point in getting you guys to harvest when there's nothing really to harvest. Good stuff, good stuff. Things are going good. Task list is of course going up, but I think that's mostly because we just added in all those peat harvesting jobs. Things are moving a little bit faster. That's the main thing. Now, in terms of clothes, so we've managed to get all of our fur hats, we got all of our fur tunics, fantastic. Now, we don't require anything else. We could get ourselves some decorative hides to put over some of the beds. That could be an idea. We've got ourselves some wool, fantastic. We will need to get ourselves a spinning wheel for that, unfortunately. That's that job, what was even there? I think it was just the water jug. Now, when it comes for getting the spinning wheel, I don't believe it'll fit in there. We could do it if we moved this rat trap and we maybe just stick it over here. People should be able to move over that. We'll make that high priority. They're both high priority, actually. Get that moved across. Good stuff. Alright, let's get ourselves a little spinning wheel. Put that over there. And with that, we can then start to make some woolen clothes. And that should make people much, much warmer. I can't remember if they're warmer than fur. I believe they are. It would certainly make sense. And with that, our other little bedroom is nearly done. Except for the fact we've run out of peat. That's good. But it is now fully done up. We can potentially think about moving over people's beds over into here. Have a little peat fireplace kind of come along here and people can rest up the top there. I think that'll be quite nice, but we probably also want to get some flooring done as well. Over here we have our tile floors. We could make some fancy tile floors. I think we'll just stick normal tile. Do that. Build ourselves a floor mat so we're not getting that dirty. And do we just move? You know what? We're probably not going to need it for a while. Why don't we just move this over? That'll heat that place up. And we can start getting things worked on. People having their bath. Lovely jubbly. Overall things going on. Hutchin, what are you doing? Or Hutchin? Not sure if we can really have you here. We don't really have enough beds. Yeah, you're just going to go. Spend too much time hesitating, but I think that's probably for the best. We are losing some coins, obviously, because we have David over here. But, you know, he can sleep in that sort of dormitory area, which will look a lot nicer once we kind of get this area done a little bit better. We can leave one of the beds over here as well. Right, speaking of beds, let's maybe actually think about making ourselves a proper straw bed. Now, how do we want to do this? Probably best if we kind of do like this. There we go. That'd be good. And with that, spring. We finally made it. Okay, well, I think we'll call this episode here now that we've had one full year with Clan Colquhoun. Obviously doing very, very well. Another fox being killed by the dog. Off screen, this dog. Absolute hunter. In fact, you know what? There we go. Little boy hunter. He's doing us well. Doing us proud. But yeah, with that, I think we'll call this episode a close. I just want to say thank you very much to everybody who's been watching and enjoying these. Hope you have been having fun watching along at home. And if you've been interested in Clanfolk, I think there's a sale going on at the moment. Potentially pick that up as well. Yeah, I just want to say thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoy the content that we do here on the channel, consider becoming a member of the Burger Band if you want to support us further. Get access to videos as soon as they're uploaded rather than when they're released, and some other benefits as well. But most importantly, I just want to say thank you very much to everybody for watching, and until next time, take care.